U.S. House version of the National Defense Authorization Act is now on its way through the U.S. Senate.
It passed out of the committee without much bipartisan support. Alex Cameron has reaction from an Oklahoma lawmaker from our News on 6 Washington bureau.
The House version of the NDAA passed out of committee on a 58-1 vote. The support from both Republicans and Democrats clearly overwhelming, but a slew of amendments by hardline conservatives forced nearly every Democrat and even a few from the GOP to back off when it came to the floor Friday morning.
On this vote, the yeas are 219 and the nays are 210.
All 5 Oklahoma members voted yes.
There's some really good things in this measure.
The $886 billion authorization would be a 3% increase. It includes a 5% pay hike for service members and billions of dollars to counter China's, quote, malign influence. Thanks to amendments, it would end the Pentagon's diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, end DOD's provision of transgender health care, and end the policy that helps service members get abortions.
If you live in a pro-life state as a duty station, you can go into a pro-choice state, get an abortion, and the DOD, using your federal tax dollars, is going to reimburse you for that travel. That's a perversion of the rule of law.
Brackeen and the delegation say this amended NDAA is the answer to ending wokeness in the military. This bill goes above and beyond by rejecting ideological indoctrination initiatives, said Tom Cole, requiring the Pentagon to remain focused on readiness and preparedness. Democrats blasted Republicans for adopting the far-right amendments, which they say puts the bill and thus national security at risk.
Rather than have a bipartisan process, which is what we should be doing with NDAA, we now have the most extreme members of their caucus trying to eliminate funding for Ukraine and threaten pay raises.
The question now is whether any of these amendments will survive the eventual negotiation with the Democrat-controlled Senate, which begins consideration of its version of the NDAA this week. In our Washington bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.